Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Let's Play Pokémon Crystal. I'm Oswald from Oswald Gamer, and I won't do too much of an introduction, so let's go ahead and start a new game. Now, I will say, doing this Let's Play, I've received some restrictions from two of my friends, two of my Let's Players, I think I would call it, on YouTube, Cynic and Mr. No One. Check out their channels. You can find the links to them on my profile page in my description. So the first restriction is I have to play as a girl. Alright, I think we'll be able to handle that. The next restriction is I have to start with the grass type Pokemon, which is certainly not my favorite. And the last restriction is that I can't use any Great Balls at any time during this Let's Play, which is seriously gonna hamper my ability to catch anything really in sort of the early middle stage of the game until I'll be able to get the Ultra Balls. So yeah, 7 past 11. Oh, that sounded like free advertising, but let's go right ahead. So this is Professor Oak, who's gonna introduce us to the magical world of Pokemon, apparently. And that's what they choose as an ambassador for the whole Pokemon world. A blue watermelon with antennas sticking out of its ears. Supposedly, it's its ears. Which I believe is a strange choice. But then again, let's not think too much about that. Yes. So my name, new name. I always hate typing these sort of games. Walt. Fine name for a girl. Some places. Yep, and our adventure will now unfold. So we are in a totally high-tech room with a very oddly placed television. I mean, there's no like chair, couch. Nor is there a chair for the PC, and the radio is almost as big as the PC. One bookshelf, a picture, and a bed that looks like it has no floor under it. A fine room indeed. We'll get down here and we will get stopped by our mother. Professor Elm is looking for me. How exciting. My Pokemon gear's back from the repair shop. Oh, yeah, the cell phone / keeping track of money device. A unique thing indeed. What day is it? How could you forget? Seriously. I mean, no, it's not Friday, but I'm just telling you. No, it's not. It is, but you won't know. Yes, thanks Mom. I know how to use a phone. Yes. Yes, it's very convenient. Oh, is she now? Let's again oddly placed television. Anyways, let's keep on going. And there's the... yeah, we'll get onto that later. Oh, hello, Professor. Anyway, I need to ask you a favor. You're asking a small girl for a favor? Yes, let's just ignore that. So, I'd like you to raise a Pokemon that I recently caught. Yes. How come that every professor catches these 3 types of Pokemon, where there's obviously no place actually catching them when you play through the game? That's sorta odd. Oh, I got a little thing. This video probably won't be the full 15 minutes, and I'm planning to make it. I'm still kind of clearing out some disk space and so. So this might be a little bit short, but then again, it's just a little introductory. And he's telling us a lot of fine things. Yes, I can go to his place. I got legs. And he's containing small creatures and balls. He's eccentric. Nope, can't do that. I have to find the grass type. Nope, that's the water type Totodile. Even though that is my favorite of these three, I can't take it. And there it is, the Eternal Torment. Yes, I would. No, I wouldn't like it, but I kinda have to. Again, sort of the rules. If you got any ideas to any kind of restrictions and so, just post them down below and I'll take a look at them. B. Just because it's certainly the B choice on this list of Pokemon. There's 2 A choices in the B, which I must admit is a weird setup. I'm not gonna blame anybody for saying that. Come on, just let us get on with this. Oswald, I'm counting on you. You shouldn't be. I'm running off now. I received a potion. Yay. I think. Now, let's get going and let's actually see what we have to work with here. Yes. Tackle. Good defensive stats. The rest is average for level 5. I guess 19 HP. Let's wander into the world. Into the weirdly tall, heart-shaped green grass. Where we got cut off first. Oh, our first opponent. Well, let's start leveling up this bastard. I will try to restrain myself on how much grinding I'm gonna do in these videos. If I get to some point where I actually need to grind some XP, I think I'll cut it out of the videos and just sort of tell you that I'll do some grinding. And of course tell you in the video after that I've been doing some grinding, maybe do a little show of what have advanced level and who hasn't. Man, this grass is weird. Walking. The trees as well is just all trees look the same. It's hard to believe that nobody ever gets suspicious about this. And a Pidgey, how intimidating. It's intimidating because I got this grass shitty Pokemon. I don't actually believe it's worth anything until later where I believe it learns Body Slam, which is a nice move. But then again, I think there's certainly nice alternatives to it. But it'll do. We will get through no matter what. I think they said that in an episode. I'm actually not too sure. It's sort of odd that when Pokemon faints, that you don't get a chance to catch them. I mean, wouldn't that be the ideal time to try to catch them? Maybe not. Maybe there's some moral code that there has to be a challenge involved. Or people just doesn't own any common sense in this universe. Certainly, you know, letting your child going out to the big world without really anything. Encountering dangerous people and these wild Pokemons, it doesn't paint a nice picture of the universe. Walking, fat bloke, walking. And a berry bush, or berry plant, something up there. We'll need to go check that. This grind is annoying, but it's sort of needed. I mean, Pokemon is kind of a unique game. I don't believe I've ever seen any game that sort of does the same thing. Of course, you could argue that your Final Fantasy thing, and kind of turn-based combat is the same. But you know, the system of acquiring Pokemons, training them, and the fact that there's some items you can attach to and different skills they learn, the way that some skills can interact with different other skills, sort of like, you know, the whole sunlight thing that powers up fire moves, but it also makes a grass move better. The sunbeam will fire immediately, as far as I remember. So it is sort of a unique game. That's why I've always liked them. But as far as the most well-constructed games, I actually don't know. I find it hard to place these games on how good and how bad they are. But I've certainly played a lot better games, but I've certainly played a lot worse games as well. Actually, that is more so true, that there's a lot worse games out there. And I get why the games are so popular. Certainly not that. But I also understand why many people sway away from them, you know. It is sort of like very dependent on the show in the way that the popularity of these games work. I don't believe anybody has ever picked this game up and not knowing what Pokemon is. I simply don't believe it. And if they have, I hope they've had a good experience with it. Certainly the most people I know who've played this game had a pretty good experience with it. Old bloke, not talking to you right now. And the twin nurse, not even twins, I mean, I don't know how many siblings she has, but they all look alike, and that's weird, to say the least. Well, this will conclude the first, and I hope the shortest part of these videos. This was sort of the introductory, and I hope you enjoyed it. So please comment, rate, subscribe, anything you want, and check out Cynic and Mr. No One. You can once again, you can find their channels through mine. Until next time, goodbye.